Okay, let's get started then. This is an article from BoLS or BoLS, and it's entitled D&D Lessons DMs Can Learn from Age of Sigmar's Amazing New Dragon. Okay. Right, now, if you saw my early video, which I'll link here, I talk about that it does not look like a dragon. It looks like a... It looks like Scooby-Doo, or it looks like hound type creature. It doesn't look like a monster death lizard. Alright, so they go on to say, have you seen the new dragon miniature Games Workshop popped out? It's incredible. No, it isn't. And here's why you're going to want it for your D&D campaign. No, you won't. Dragons are an iconic part of Dungeons & Dragons. Yes, they are. This is very true. Dragons are supposed to be unknowable death machines with ideas and concepts beyond human understanding because they live vastly longer than humans and therefore are not held to the same standard and morality as humans. A silver dragon who is working for Bahamut might destroy an entire civilization simply for the greater good, whereas a red dragon might preserve a civilization purely for his own self-interest. Dragons' motives should be unknowable and different to what we consider the norm. But every now and then something comes along and reminds you, oh, right, dragons are so much cooler than they are. Well, yeah, not the GW ones though. So basically it goes on to say they revealed a new model, and then it goes, okay, now, what's the first thing you think to yourself when you see this dragon's expression? Is it, wow, this is a smug, splendid dragon who is ready to kill lots of, enemies and be unknowable and be a death machine? Or does it remind you of Dirk Dastardly's canine partner about to go This dragon smirks. Yes, it does smirk, and it looks like the type of dragon that you would find in a children's show. And in fact, they do reference two children's show in the article. Or movie, shall we say. It mentions Shere Khan from the Disney cartoon and Tailspin, a Disney cartoon, both of which are, shall we just put it on the table, they're aimed at younger audiences. And now, I'm not diminishing anyone for liking them. If they like those movies, Shere Khan was certainly a big part of my childhood. It was everywhere. Jungle Book was everywhere. Has been not so much. I think I'd got over, that kind of thing by then. Disney was never very big, apart from the odd movie. Now, it goes on to look at the other dragon with scar on his face. The dragon's scar, it goes, and this dragon carries the scars of its past. Yes, okay, it looks a little better than the previous one with the broken horn and the scar face. Again, it still has that jowly face, and it doesn't look scary, it just looks like it's half asleep. In fact, both of them look like they were about to sing a duet. And then it goes on to mention the braces and the necklace that the blue dragon is wearing, or the son of Drakithion is wearing. Now, alright, look. Dragons, I know this is a ranty video, I'm not sorry actually, because it needs to be said that if you're going to take something from lore, and if you're going to say that this dragon is a big majestic death monster, right, please do that. Don't try and make it cute. There is nothing wrong with having a cute monster and actually having it scary. That is also something that can be done, and is quite a novel thing. For example, there's a dragon in My Little Pony cartoon that can be quite intimidating for the audience. I mean, it's only aimed at young people, but sure enough, it's a pretty intimidating creature. Saying that, when you had Tiamat in the D&D cartoon, when you have Tiamat in D&D itself, you don't have to follow what it says. You can have a bronze dragon who's a complete bastard and goes around killing people. You can have a blue dragon that is not a mindless death machine, that is calculating, is smart. You can have a white dragon that's more than a beast. You can do anything you want with any colour dragon, and I would never stop anyone from doing that. I think that's a marvellous thing to do. But saying that these dragons are better than D&D dragons or the marvellous miniatures by, you know, WizKids and stuff is just wrong. Dragons have always been a part of lore and myth. Now, it says that dragons, it goes on to say in another article that dragons have more in common with a killer whale than they do a dinosaur. Now, that may be depending on where you come from in the world. I'm not 100% that, and they don't provide any links. They don't provide any evidence supporting that theory. Now, there is for example, I've studied folklore from lots of different places in the world. I used folklore for a long time in my games and my world building. I want to just bring up one of the creatures that I did so, and why that article is junk. For example, there is a creature in D&D and Warhammer and other places called a coatl. A coatl is a sort of lizard flying snake creature. This is obviously related to the Aztec feathered serpent deity Quetzalcoatl. There is nothing wrong with using that creature as a sort of dragon archetype. That is perfectly fine, that's in myth, that's in legend. Now, the wrong thing would be to do with Quetzalcoatl is you would turn him into, like, for example, you'd make him look very derpy, you'd make him look silly, and then you would expect the player base or the audience to say, yeah, this is a hardcore monstrous death machine that goes around and doesn't take any notice. No, it just looks like a cuddly monster. It just looks like a cuddly thing. It doesn't look like a death machine. Now, maybe GW were trying something new, and the fact that BOLS and other clickbait sites will go, yeah, this is marvellous, this is fantastic, this is awesome, when obviously a third-party head would be far better on this model than GW's own, and GW is currently killing third parties, or trying to. However, you know, if you don't go to tournaments, they're official tournaments, knock yourself out, just get a third-party head, whap it on, there we go, much better dragon. Okay, so we've looked at that article. I'm not going to read all of it because giving BOLS clicks more than you have to is it's annoying. I also want to add one last thing before I go. Whoever designed your website, BOLS, fire them. Okay, it's just literally pop-ups galore. Thank you. Okay, that's it. Stay tuned for my second video where I will be, again, ranting about BOLS article. So there is going to be 3 videos today, so thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, take care of yourselves and bye.